Hello, this is Veronica Brosher, licensed mental health counseling associate in the state of Indiana, and today I would like to talk about communicating with your children, particularly teens. And I had this conversation planned before the shooting last week in Florida, and I considered postponing it because of that, but I figured, no, this is something we really need to talk about, something that we're really interested in right now. So this is obviously a very broad topic. There's a lot of things I could say. I would just like to hit one point today. And that point is lead with acknowledging your teen's feelings. Now that may seem really counterintuitive, especially in light of the recent events. So let's just take a couple scenarios and walk this out. So let's say your teen comes home from school in a really bad mood. What's your initial response? So for a lot of us, it's to ask the question, what's wrong? And depending how our relationship is going with our teen, it might even have a little edge to it, right? What's wrong with you? So either way, asking that question. And a common response from teens is nothing, right? They don't tend not to open up to questions. So leading with that caring about their feelings, noticing them, letting them know that they're seen and heard. So, wow, you seem really sad today. I'd love to hear about what happened. You know, you can add that too. It's a little bit different than a question. A statement's a little bit different than a question. So leading with acknowledging their feelings. And so you can always recover from a question, you know, what's wrong? Nothing. Wow, you just seem really sad today. That makes me sad to see you sad. You know, so we can always recover from it. We're not perfect. Parenting's super hard. It's okay. So let's say we get past that hurdle of the nothing, and so we find out that there's a friendship problem or a romantic relationship problem. So at that point, you know, the tendency is to go into either make it better mode or lecture mode, right? Make it better mode. You're fine. You're young. You're going to have other boyfriends or girlfriends. But that's really dismissing the child's feelings. They don't feel seen and heard. We're not really with them where they're at in the moment. If we go into lecture mode, that boyfriend, that girlfriend was no good. I knew it from the beginning. That friend was nothing but trouble. You need to choose better friends. You know, we're trying to help. We care about our teen. We're wanting them to see our wisdom, right? We've been around longer. We want them to see that. We want them to make better choices. We're doing this out of love. But it's coming across as a lecture at a point when the teen's really sad. So again, it's just more effective to lead with that empathy, to lead with caring about their emotions. Wow, friendship problems are so hard. I'm so sorry. I hate having friendship problems. Wow, no wonder you're sad today with that happening. So leading with that. So now we may think, well, that just gives them the right to do whatever. So we don't want to go too far with that to where we rescue them from the circumstances that they find themselves in. So let's maybe go to a different scenario. Maybe your child has not done well at school and is not able to play in the game this week because he or she is on academic probation. Okay, so leading with the feelings, oh, that's so hard. I know how important soccer is to you. That's so hard. And then either being asked, Mom, will you call the school and let them know? Or calling the teacher, the principal, the teacher's way too hard. This isn't fair. He should get to redo the test. Now, we'd be rescuing them from the circumstances they find themselves in. So balancing, acknowledging the feelings. This is so hard. I'm so sorry you don't get to play that game. I was looking forward to that game too. You've been playing so well. I really wanted to be there. And yet letting the circumstances stand, letting their natural consequences stand for them. Wow, that's so hard. I know it's hard, and I know you really want to be able to play, and it seems unfair. And those are the rules that the school set, that you have to be passing all your classes to be able to play. So what ideas do you have for the situation you're in? You know, and letting them kind of brainstorm instead of telling them what to do. And if, they go back to, you don't understand, I know it's so hard, I really wish you could play too. Wouldn't that be great if you could still play? You're still having empathy and yet upholding reasonable consequences for behavior. And so kind of bookending their circumstances with lots of care, lots of understanding their feelings and hearing them, and yet not letting them slide out of natural consequences for their behavior. So I'd love to hear from you what you think about this topic. Thanks for listening.